Awesome. One final one, guys. It's the big one, the North London Derby. Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspurs. Tottenham Hotspurs have actually had a very brilliant start to the season. I didn't expect this at all. Looking at the problems they went through last season, and then how they lost Harry Kane as well in the summer. This season already for them. They are joint on points with Arsenal, by the way. Yeah. Arsenal, Spurs are both on 13 points after 5 games played, 1-4, drawn one. They started the season with the 2-all draw away at Brentford, but then they've gone on a winning run. They beat Manchester United 2-0. They've beaten Bournemouth away from home 2-0. They've also gone on their last 2 games. They beat Burnley 5-2 at Turf Moor. I deliberately am stressing that part. 5-2 at Turf Moor, and then Sheffield United 2-1. Arsenal, on their part, they've also gone on a good run. Won the first 2, dropped a point, and then gone on to win the other 2. 2-1 against Nottingham Forest, 1-0 against Crystal Palace, and then that 2-all draw against Fulham. And then we went on to beat Manchester United 3-1, and then that hard-fought 1-0 against Everton. And at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal will want to make a statement. And I know a lot of games this season will be statement for Arsenal. And I'm not going to analyze this game. I'm going to leave that to you guys, but I'm just going to go straight to my prediction. And I think Arsenal will win this one 2-1. So, Festus, let's say your statistics.
Yeah, for me, I will stay on your prediction. I think it's going to be tight. It's going to be highly contested. And I think Arsenal also will win 2-1. But before my prediction, it's always good for us to see our historical between these two teams. Two top clubs. Probably this is one of the best derby in the world so far. When we're talking of derbies, it has, because the two teams are always in form and the two teams are, Paris quality players, this derby has come to be recognized in the world to an extent as one of the highly contested derbies, in recent times. And when you look at the last 5, the 5 I'm adding now is a friendly we also played. The last 5 matches, Arsenal has won 3 against Tottenham 2. Now, if you look at last season, we had a double over there, which is the first time in a while, we're having that. And because of our fantastic season last season, we were able to take, the win last season. But if you look at the season before then, we all both shared the 3 points. They won 3-0 at Spurs, and we won 3-1 at the Emirates. Now, this season, the two teams have actually kicked off, rolling. They are really doing well. They are sharing same points at 13 points. Tottenham currently is ahead of us at the second position because they have a superior goals difference of 8 and we have 5. So, which gives you an idea how well these two teams have been playing. They've not lost since the beginning of the season, and they've been coming back. Tottenham, like you mentioned at Turf Moor, they come back. You could see that the character is there, they have good coaches, and everybody is doing very well at this time. So what are we expecting on Sunday or Saturday? I have not looked at the dates, but what we are going to expect is good football, entertaining football, and quality display of good players. So who will win, like I said, I will stay on your prediction. I think Arsenal will slightly edge this. Why? Because we're playing home. We have the fans to continue to spur us on. And at the end of the day, with that, we will push to the extra mile. And I think Arsenal will win this 2-1.
Some Femi, Arsenal Spurs.
Well, it's the match of the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And you said something very important at the start. Is this going to be the biggest test for Arsenal yet, or the biggest test for Spurs? And I think if you look at how the two teams have started the season, same number of points. Spurs have scored more goals until we met PSV. So we probably can say we've played a few more games, maybe one more game than them overall. But it's going to be a cracker, isn't it? They will turn up. The only good side for Arsenal is, yes, we don't have the sight of Harry Kane to cause us discomfort anymore. That would probably be the reason why we will win it, personally. Even though when it's been there, we've always won it. But They have quality in a lot of areas, but I don't think they have enough to come to the Emirates and do us any form of damage. And our boys they'll be in good spirits one day after totally taking apart PSV and end up winning the Champions League. I don't think you can put this result in doubt at all. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be straightforward. You see, they are going to fight to the end, like they did against Sheffield United and in other games as well. So I'm not saying this is going to be a foregone conclusion. I don't think it's going to pan out the way it did against PSV. But overall, our quality should shine through. The goalkeeper is very inexperienced as well. I mean, the aura and I say the occasion of the match of what the North London derby means to everyone. So I would definitely give it to us now. Not only because I'm a Gunner, but I just want to be fair and say yes. Can we keep a clean sheet? That's a big question mark. But with Royal back here, if Royal stays in there, I think we might win it 2-0. If Rande starts, we might just win it 2-1 or 3-1. So, but altogether, regardless, I'll probably say my heart tells me we'll take them to the cleaners 2-0. Very comfortable, confident victory. It's not going to be a 4-0, but a 2-0 to the Arsenal. So get in, guys. I can see your judges, man.
Femi drumming this Raya support like as loud as he can. Eddie.
Listen, I'll keep it very, very simple.
I don't need 3 seasons, do I? Like Eddie.
I'll keep it very simple. I would have wanted this game to be at White Hart Lane at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, only because I think that it's a good time to play Spurs right now. You know, they're going through a bit of a transition. They've lost their talisman. They've got a new coach, and still betting the ideas. And I think, you know, this is going to be the most difficult opponent that they have faced, you know, this season so far. Arsenal at the Emirates, you always got to back Arsenal at the Emirates as well. So because of that, I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Arsenal. I think, you know, a derby always has, you know, lots of nerves and everything, you know, so keeping a clean sheet in a derby is not always guaranteed. The thing that you want is to get out of there with a win. And I think that's exactly what Arsenal will be doing. So I think it will be a 3-1. You know, I think, you know, Spurs will score goals, keep it interesting, you know, and all of that. But, you know, I think ultimately Arsenal will play. It's a clash of styles. You know, people are going to think that, you know, Spurs are playing very similar to Arsenal. The reality is that Spurs, you know, are going direct as well as they are pressing the ball a lot more. You know, while Arsenal tends to have a large amount of the possession. So it looks like Arsenal is not pressing as much as they used to do last season. But that's because they are retaining the ball a lot more, you know, than other teams when they play. But I just think that we just have a little bit, you know, too much for Spurs right now. You know, looking at our top line, looking at our defense, I think we'll go with a 3-1 victory to Arsenal.